Joining us now from the Congress party, Mr. Shukla. This is bad news for the Congress and very serious questions being raised over Rahul Gandhi's potency as an electoral weapon for the Congress. In fact, there are people within the Congress and without who are suggesting that Priyanka Gandhi be brought in. As someone who works closely with Priyanka, do you think that is something that can make a difference for Priyanka to be brought in at this time? Because Rahul has a strike rate in Delhi, for example, of only 10%. 90% of the candidates he campaigned for are losing, sir.
Well, Rahul, at the outset, I would like to accept that, the people's verdict with all humility at my command, that whatever they have given, it has to be accepted. And Chhattisgarh, we have got some hope that we would win there, we would be able to form the government, but the kind of results we were expecting from Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan, we didn't get it. Madhya Pradesh, we were expecting between 90 to 100 at least, and the number of seats is far lower than what we were expecting. So that's one thing. As far as your question about Rahul ji is concerned, Rahul ji was not directly in charge of any state. He was only campaigning as party president or vice president, they campaign. So, unnecessarily putting blame on him will not be right. As far as Priyanka ji is concerned, she is not in politics. I don't think this question should be posed, because our leader is Sonia ji and Rahul ji, and they are the one who will be leading us. So there is no question of bringing any other name at this point of time. I mean, I told you that Rajasthan is a landslide victory for BJP, so is in Madhya Pradesh. And Madhya Pradesh, the entire credit goes to Mr. Shivraj Singh Chauhan, because he was one leader who didn't put up any hoarding, poster or photo of any other leader, including Mr. Modi. It was all Shivraj, the entire campaign was focused on Shivraj Singh Chauhan. And in spite and despite of that, he won with thumping majority. So entire credit, all kudos to him for that. And we were not able to put up his shortcomings before the people. We were not able to highlight those shortcomings to the people, though our leadership was united. Another important factor is, which I will accept, that the declaration of Jyotiradittya Scindia's as chairman of campaign committee was a bit too late. Had they announced it 1 year before, things would have been altogether different. So there was clear-cut lack of a single leader who could lead the campaign or could spearhead the whole campaign was not there.
Okay, Surjit Bhalla has a question for you, Mr. Shukla. I also want to introduce at this time Sudhanshu Trivedi, political advisor to BJP President Rajnath Singh. And congratulations, Mr. Trivedi. You've been an active member of this campaign strategy team. Very clearly, some of the decisions that the senior leadership of the BJP taking at the last moment, including projecting Harshvardhan, working really well for them. I'm coming to you in just a moment. Surjit Bhalla has a question for Rajiv Shukla.
Yeah, regarding Mr. Shukla, regarding your comments on, if you will, the lack of a Modi effect in both Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh, and you cited that there weren't any hoardings in Madhya Pradesh, but basically people were talking very actively about Modi. Second, as far as Rajasthan is concerned, including Vasundhara Raje, has openly cited, if you will, that basically Modi has had a strong effect, how strong we do not know, in terms of her battle in Rajasthan. And Rajasthan is where history is being made, because the Congress is going to get the lowest ever seats, even below the level, the low level they reached in 1977. So therefore, in the one place where the leader openly acknowledged the effect of Modi, the Congress is going to its worst defeat ever.
Well, Surjit, Rajasthan, by habit or by convention, they change government every 5 years. So in Rajasthan, difference may be more, the gap may be more, but they change the government every 5 years. That factor is there. If I go by your logic, why the same results are not there in Delhi as well as in Chhattisgarh? Because in Delhi, Modi went to each and every nook and corner of the city. He even addressed corner meetings for individual candidates. In Chhattisgarh also extensively toured.
No, but maybe this is the Modi effect.
In Delhi also, as far as the Congress party is concerned, it's the worst ever. In Delhi also. Chhattisgarh, I grant you, is a different story.
No,
and,
we accepted
and
that.
Congress has done well, and congratulations.
In Delhi, we were facing the anti-incumbency of 25 years, 15 years of Sheila Dikshit and 10 years of the UPA government.
No, the fact remains, look, we've just seen, you've just talked about Mr. Chauhan winning for the third term with a record victory. And then, that's the third term. Maybe in the fourth term he won't. But the fact remains, as forget the BJP, I'm only concerned about the historical analysis of how Congress has done, and this is terrible in these two states, and one factor could really be the presence of Modi. In these three states, Delhi, Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh.
I don't see Modi factor really worked in these elections.
Okay.
Okay, let me ask that question then to Sudhanshu Trivedi. Rajiv Shukla saying that there is no Modi factor in these elections, and if you look at the vote share, the BJP's vote share and seat share, vote share especially, hasn't jumped up. It's mostly because of the damage that's been done by the Aam Aadmi Party, and you've lost in Chhattisgarh. If there were a pan-India Modi wave, you wouldn't have lost in Chhattisgarh, and the Aam Aadmi Party wouldn't have done as well. Sudhanshu Trivedi.
As far as the results of this election are concerned, we have made it quite clear. Our party president has also made it quite clear that these elections were state elections. They were fought on state issues, state leadership, and of course, Shri Narendra Modi is the most popular leader of the country today. There is no doubt about it. So we have got an advantage of that. But I would like to ask, what happened to Rahul factor? It's very strange that you are discussing that whether Narendra Modi factor worked or not, when Mr. Shukla has also accepted that they were facing the anti-incumbency of 25 years. So he has included the 10 years of central government also. What happened to the Gandhi family factor, Rahul factor? This
I
is
don't
more
know where
important.
Mr. Shukla gets his maths from, because
which
those 15 years of 10 years of Congress rule, unless he believes that the anti-incumbency is now at 25 years, combining the two, Mr. Shukla, a bit dodgy with the mathematics there. But the serious question about Rahul Gandhi, and Rahul Mehra from the Aam Aadmi Party is joining us. I'm coming to you, Rahul, in just a moment, but before that, Mr. Shukla, Rahul Gandhi's credentials as a political worker, party leader, will be questioned regardless of whether you like it or not.
Well, 25 years I said, because Delhi, the law and order is looked after by the Union Home Ministry. The DDA is looked after by the Union Central the Urban Development Ministry. So lots of work is being seen by the central government, and Lieutenant Governor is also there appointed by the central government. So that's why here in Delhi both the things work together. And as far as Rahul Gandhi is concerned, I told you he was not directly in charge of any state. He was only campaigning as any party president or vice president campaign. So if in Chhattisgarh BJP is going to lose, I will not say that Rajnath Singh is responsible, because he just campaigned there. So I don't think that Narendra Modi should be blamed for the defeat of Chhattisgarh. At the same time, he should be given credit for Madhya Pradesh or Rajasthan.
Rahul Mehra from the Aam Aadmi Party, the current tally shows up at 27 seats. That is incredible. The Congress down to just 7. Is this beyond what you were expecting? And how will the Aam Aadmi Party respond to this verdict? What will you do with these 27 seats? How will you play it from here?
First of all, Rahul, thank you so much for having me on your show, and a big thank you to the electorate of Delhi, who has to a great extent reposed its faith in a relatively just 1-year-old new party. We need to go into the historical aspect, Rahul. Just a year back, we were the same people who were on the streets, who were fighting for a Jan Lokpal, who were wanting politics to be clean, who were shunning politics. So it is a victory for the common man who does not have the faith in the politicians who sit in the parliament, who had lost faith in the polity and the politics of India, who had completely resigned itself that unless you have huge chunks of black money, unaccounted sources of funds, you cannot contest elections, who had completely resigned also to the fact that unless you're a criminal or a person who has political power as well as muscle power, you cannot contest an election, leave aside winning that election. It is altering the very political space. It has created a third alternative instead of the substitution of BJP and Congress, because all BJP and Congress has been doing over the past has been one substituting the other without the basic fabric and the basic ideology being there. It has also talked about the change in the way the voluntarism and the passion, the idealism in politics, the truthness, the power of truth in politics. There's so much to take away from this one election, and also the directional change that this election in Delhi will now give to the national politics. And
how will it give a directional change? Are you concerned Sudhanshu Trivedi, that now the Aam Aadmi Party will go national in the urban areas at least, and that can create trouble. I'm just being told by one Aam Aadmi Party worker that they have a presence in 319 constituencies, they claim. Are you concerned that they could possibly try and do this at the centre as well in the general elections, which could take away some of the votes which would have otherwise come to the BJP? Mr. Trivedi?
One thing I want to make it clear, that as far as Delhi is concerned, BJP has maintained its position and we have increased our strength. So there is no question that our voter or our supporters is drifted towards Aam Aadmi Party. Yes, of course, Aam Aadmi Party emerged. Now they are welcome in this arena. But as far as what they are saying, that they are bringing a cleanliness in the politics and other in the system, I would like to remember when they were having the movement, one of their representatives from their stage has said that the entire parliament, something unparliamentary for the entire parliament. Now they have become the system of that assembly. I hope that they will uphold the dignity, they will support us to upholding the dignity, and also they will also now understand the practicality, constraints, rules, legislations, because they have now become the system. It's like a situation
No, they haven't become the system, Mr. Trivedi. You'd like to believe they've become the system. They haven't. The reason why people have voted for them is because they don't want them to be the system. They want them to be different. Rahul Mehra, don't listen to Sudhanshu Trivedi. He says you are the system. He wants you to act like the system. That's not why you got all these votes and all these seats. They are not one of you, Mr. Trivedi. Not at all. Rahul Mehra, coming back to you. Let him respond on behalf of all the people who voted for the Aam Aadmi Party.
I would like to give you one example. Jan Lokpal time, they were saying that if there is an allegation, it should neither be judged by the minister or the bureaucrat or the judge. It should be from outside the system. That's why they were calling for Jan Lokpal. But when they become part of the system and in sting operation, there was an allegation on their side. What they said, don't go out the system. Within the system, give it to us. So
okay, let Rahul Mehra respond to that. This is an interesting debate and I think we'll see a lot of this. Rahul Mehra, respond to Sudhanshu Trivedi.
I really don't need to respond to anything. I think the people of Delhi have responded and I need not go any further. All of this was before them and they decided in whichever way they decided, and we need to respect that sentiment of the people of Delhi. At least today, let's unite in one thing, that we must respect whatever the electorate says. And if we are supposed to be sitting in an opposition, we will give a constructive, viable, absolutely unconventional opposition to you, and we will show how you can actually change the rules of the game of politics in India. We will show you that we are not a part of this politics. And I'm proud to say that we will never, ever ape the Congress and the BJP, who have absolutely destroyed the very polity and the politics in India, who have done, politics has become a kind of a thriving business. We want to show politics is not business. Politics is not self-service. It's not serving self, but it's a service above self.
Okay, stay with me. Shiv Vishwanathan wants to come in, and I want to go across to Rajiv Shukla. Yes, Mr. Vishwanathan.
Rahul, congratulations. Now that you have won the first part, we have to be critical of you in phase 2. The question I want to ask is very simple. How will the Aam Aadmi Party confront the Aam Modi Party now onwards? Because I think to a certain extent, you're coming down to brass tacks. Rhetoric won't do. You've got to handle them in a different way. Okay? I'm glad you've congratulated the people. Now the question is, what are you people going to do?
May I, Rahul?
Yes.
Rahul, make no mistake about it that we are going to be opposition, if that is what the electorate will show in the numbers finally, and we are going to be extremely responsible opposition. We are going to be actually, if you see what we have done in the last 1 year, without even having one MLA, and BJP had many, they had more than 23. We are the ones because of which the rules of the games have been changing. We are the ones because of whom we forced the Vijay Goel to be replaced by Harshvardhan, because they had to take a clean image person like Arvind Kejriwal. We are the ones who will now
absolutely. You've set the agenda, but I have a question for Rajiv Shukla. Mr. Shukla,
inside and outside
do you think the Aam Aadmi Party between December and March, April, May, whenever the elections happen, can replicate what they did in Delhi nationally? Are you hoping that the Aam Aadmi Party will do that so that it take away some of the Modi, some of the BJP vote? Mr. Shukla?
We are not hoping, we are certain we will do it.
Well, I mean, the assembly results are showing that they have cut away the votes of both the political parties.
Yes, that's
Congress votes also they have taken away, and they have done extremely well. I mean, as far as their poll performance is concerned. So now it's for them to decide whether they want to go for Lok Sabha election, they want to go project themselves for nationally. So it's another challenge which is, which the established national parties will be facing.